waves slammed the fleet, and within hours, all of Malin's fleet sunk in the middle of the ocean. Malin was washed ashore and badly wounded, but still alive. Malin then realized that God had punished him for what he did to his mom. He bowed his head and prayed for his mother's forgiveness. It was too late. His body stiffened, and poor Malin slowly changed into a rock. Today, the rock that resembles a man can still be found at Pantai Air Manis village, reminding all of us again that our mother's prayers are the keys to a blessed, long, and prosperous life. Once upon a time, there was a Lao boy named Sun Myung. On the loveliest afternoon, he took a walk by a swamp near his village, and there he saw a snail moving slowly along the edge of the pond. "Snail, what a slow creature you are. I bet it takes a month to get anywhere you want, huh?" said Sun Myung with a mocking tone. The snail felt insulted, and in rage, the snail challenged him to a race. Sun Myung was cocky and convinced that the snail didn't stand a chance to win. He said yes to the challenge, and they promised to meet the next morning at the same spot. The snail is definitely slow, but he is clever. After his unpleasant meeting with Sun Myung, he immediately set up strategies with his friends. The next morning came. The snail was waiting for Sun Myung by the edge of the swamp. When Sun Myung arrived, the snail said, "Sun Myung, since I am so small, it might be difficult for you to see where I am in the race. Why don't you call my name after you have run for a while, and I will answer your call. You can call, 'Snail,' and I can answer, 'Cook.'" They simply agreed upon the calling arrangement. Then the race began. The snail moved slowly, and Sun Myung ran off as fast as he could. Then he looked back and could not see the snail. So he called, "Snail, cook," came the snail's answer from way ahead of Sun Myung. He instantly panicked and ran even faster. After a while, he looked back and could not see the snail. So he called, "Snail, cook," came the snail's answer from way ahead of Sun Myung. No matter how fast Sun Myung ran, he was always left behind. He ran so hard until he fell exhausted and fainted. As he passed out, he wondered how the slow-moving snail could defeat him in that race. As it turned out, all the snails had placed themselves at intervals all around the edge of the pond, each one of them waiting for Sun Myung's call. olden times, in a fertile tropical land of Malaysia, once lived a poor widow named Mahmina with her two children, Malur and Pakan. Mahmina was a loving mother who worked hard every day to support her family. One morning, she went fishing at the nearby river, and guess what? She caught a big tambako fish full of fish roe. Oh, what a jolly good day for Mahmina! She returned home and asked Malur to cook the fish and save some fish roe for her. Before Mahmina left the house to go to the forest to find some wood, she told her children that if she came home late, they didn't have to wait for her and may eat first. While in the forest, Mahmina spent the entire day imagining how delicious the fish roe was. However, when she arrived at home, dear heavens, wasn't she surprised? She found out all the fish and its roe were gone. Someone ate it all. Seeing her very upset mother, Malur explained that she had saved some of the egg for her, but Pakan wanted more. Pakan was crying so loud while rolling around on the floor. Boy, can you imagine how messy that was? He ignored his sister's warnings and ate the fish roe anyway. Malur felt so guilty and asked for her mother's forgiveness, but it was too late. They failed to keep their promise. Their mother's heart was already broken to pieces. Mahmina felt that her children no longer loved her.